Got the camera woman. Now it's the end of harvest when you only have that much paper towel left. I still have 21,000 pounds on, so we're just gonna take it easy on the way home. Alright, I'm all dumped off. I don't have any more grain on, but there is still grain that sits in like the bottom of the augers, so I'm gonna go dump that out before I forget about it so it doesn't get all nasty and moldy in there. And then probably wash my cart so that I can unhook it tomorrow and it not be all gross and not cold when I wash it. And then probably call it a day. It's 5:30, so, and the sun's still up, so I may as well take advantage of it. Right inside this cover is where all of that grain sits, so I'm just gonna take this off and dump it right here. I had a little bit of a hard time with this one. Ooh. So it's not a lot, but it's definitely enough to make a moldy mess. And that is warm. So I'd rather make a moldy mess on the ground where it has air and can, you know, like just be, instead of make a moldy mess in there and then it reeks and you have to sit there and dig it out with your gloves. You can see where the stuff got left in there. I'm pretty sure there's sunflowers still in there from last year's harvest. And then back here, you take this little clip off, you put it somewhere else, and you can open this. And you can definitely tell this is gonna need some air and TLC, so I'm gonna go grab something that I can stick up in there other than my hand, like a pry bar, and come and get this out. Well, I got distracted yesterday and started talking with all the guys last night. So today is a continuation of cleaning out the grain cart. We're gonna pressure wash and make sure it's all cleaned out. And then we gotta clean the tractor, dolly the grain cart down, and then get the tractor ready to trade in because this tractor is getting the boot scoop boogie down the road. This is what came out of that. There is definitely sunflower seeds in there. Yuck. And then that one, this is what it's supposed to look like. That's what it actually looks like. And then there's a couple more down there. This is definitely one of those jobs I would put my grow on. If you ever came to the farm, like let a grain cart get real nasty, just let him go ham. It's so gross. Well, I suppose instead of cleaning the grain cart, I should have just said transferring all the mud onto my face and clothes, because she is dirty. I already washed my hands, but now we're gonna go dolly this down and then clean the tractor. I just wanted to get the grain cart cleaned before I get the tractor like super cleaned up, and we're trading the tractor in, so it didn't make sense to get everything messy. Probably let the yard dry out a little bit before I make another mess with the tractor. Gotta blow the tractor out so it doesn't have all that straw all over the yard, because there's like straw packed in the wheels, the tracks, and yuck. So we will see how this works out. This has a hydraulic system to put the jack down, and I've never used one of those before, so I guess we're fixing to find out really fast. Block of wood. I hope this one isn't too big. I think it'll work. No! This one is for the controller. The last one I unhooked was for the axle control. And I don't know where this one goes. That's not connected, looks like. This one's not connected. I just gotta make sure that we can pull all these cords out. So it turns out I only needed 2 of them, but I think these cords are gonna have to get disconnected anyways because the tractor is getting traded in. So before I wash it, I'll take all that stuff out. So we have a box. We're gonna put all the stuff that we need out of this tractor in the box, like the radio, the scale, the wires. I should probably label what the wires are so no one gets confused, but the ends are all different, so this will probably be fine. None of these zip ties are gonna like me after this. Matt must have zip tied this because there's like an above needed amount of zip ties, and that's what he loves to do. Ay, ay, ay. So when I was unhooking from the grain cart, I was unhooking wires like a mad woman because I forgot that there was only like 2 outside that, oh my box, it's about to blow away. I forgot that there was only like 2 outside that actually needed to be unhooked, but oh well. This was the grain cart remote that I used. We've got this button. All that stuff is zip tied out there. I'm gonna have to climb on the back of the tractor and untie it. We've got phone charger, little screwdriver, heavy duty zip ties. And these zip ties for the scale were just on there because the scale is on a ram mount, but it likes to fall over because it's so heavy. And I tried to take this one apart and got it all twisted up because I put it in the wrong space, and then I just left it. Ay, ay, ay. That's a pain in the butt. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut that off because that's not gonna fit through there with the way it's all twisted. That was my attempt to break it when I had pliers instead of wire cutters. Guess that didn't need very much. And like all of these are zip tied together. Jeep. Here is a before / taking things apart already video. So you guys can see how different it looks in here without all this stuff. Now it's all cleaned out. Besides that, I'm taking that with me, but jeepers. There was some manuals in here. We left the operator manual for the tractor. Maybe I'll leave the Northern Chills in here for someone. Actually, I'm selfish. They're just too good. And this compartment. Ay, ay, ay. If I can even get it out. Maybe I broke it. That'd be lovely if I just busted it. And the armrest. She's ready to roll, besides a couple wiring harnesses in the back that we need to pull out still, but that needs to get pulled out in the shop because you have to disconnect the batteries again and do a whole bunch of stuff. So we're gonna pull this into the shop and take all of the rest of the stuff off, and then we'll be good to go. Since that monitor got taken off, you're gonna get one of those. Oh. Now we're not gonna do that, but I am gonna go park this because the shop is full of bagger parts, so there's not really room for this tractor in there. We can't pull it in the big garage doors because it doesn't fit, so we have to wait for the big door to be open. And then we will tackle the rest of the wiring harnesses on Monday probably, because it's Friday, we don't work Saturdays. And then Sunday, Matt said he wasn't going to be here, so Monday the rest of the harnesses will get pulled out, and then this thing will be ready to trade off. Because Craig said we don't have to clean it super good, because the dealership, it's like trading in a car. Like when you go to the car store and buy a car and you don't expect to that day and your car is kind of dirty, like the dealership takes care of that. So it's got to be up to par with all their stuff. Every year we have a after wheat harvest party, so we just call it the harvest party, but it's only after wheat harvest because we have the custom harvesters and the neighbors that come help us. So to celebrate that, we have a big party with everyone, and that will be tonight as well. And that's always fun. Last year I looked forward to that a lot, and this year I got to help plan it a little bit, so I'm like, woo! It's just a lot of fun to get to hang out with everyone and not a work environment. Look at how wet everything here gets in the morning. Thanks for watching. As always, hasta la pasta.